viewers, I am Rupal Gupta. Welcome back to mathematics classes. Today we will learn how to find the sum of all the exterior angles in a polygon. We will also generalize it and try to visualize it using two methods. We will also prove that y is the sum of all the exterior angles in any polygon always equal to 360 degrees. In the last lecture, where we have solved all the questions of exercise 3.1. If you see the question number 7, part A and part B of exercise 3.1, we have a triangle where we had to find out the sum of angles x, y and z. Similarly here also, in this quadrilateral, we need to find the sum of all these angles x, y, z and w. Please do watch our previous video for the complete solution of this question. In both the cases, that is of the triangle and quadrilateral, we got the sum of all these angles as 360 degrees as shown here. If you look closely, all these angles are at outside of the figure. So they are all called as exterior angles. In each cases, we have got 360 degrees. Is it a mere coincidence? Or the sum of all exterior angles in different type of triangles and quadrilaterals are also equal to 360 degrees? And does it apply for the higher number of sides or not? Let us find out. But before that, we should know what are interior and exterior angles. In the lecture Classification of Polygon, we have learned that there are three terms associated with a simple closed curve, that is boundary, interior and exterior. Here we have one heptagon made up of 7 sides. So this is the boundary. And this angle is formed by these two sides of heptagon, which share the same endpoint. And as it is inside this boundary, so we call it as interior angle. This outside angle between this side and an adjacent side of heptagon extended outward is called as exterior angles. It is lying in the exterior part of the figure. There are two ways to measure the exterior angles. Here, in the triangle, all the exterior angles are measured in the clockwise direction, whereas in quadrilateral, it is in counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. We see the direction as going from the extended side to other side. Clockwise direction is same direction as a clock's hand moves. And anti-clockwise direction is in the opposite direction of the clock hands. However, this does not affect measurement. You can choose any direction. Let us do one activity to show that all the exterior angles of a triangles together measured up to 360 degrees. If we take one cardboard and draw a random triangle of different sides, and to measure its exterior angles, we can extend its sides, and then all these angles would be the exterior angles measured in anti-clockwise direction. You can fill some colors as shown here, and then we can cut all the exterior angles from here. After taking out, we can arrange it in such a way that all of its exterior angles should meet at one point. as the angle around a complete circle is always 360 degrees. So, we can visualize it here on this point. The sum of all the exterior angles of any triangles is always 360 degrees. We can repeat the same cardboard activity for a quadrilateral shape. Draw one random quadrilateral and extend its sides to measure the exterior angles. But here we have taken the exterior angles in clockwise direction. Then fill different color of its exterior parts. And take out by cutting all the exterior parts to arrange them around a point. Here also we get the same result, and now we can say that sum of all exterior angles in any quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. But does it apply for the higher number sided figures or polygon as well? Let us find out. This time we have one hexagon, and let us try to measure its exterior angles using angle sum property of polygon. Now, to show the exterior angles, we should extend its sides. These are the exterior angles measured in counterclockwise direction. We can name our exterior angles as A, B, C, D, E and F degrees. If we see this exterior angle A, then its adjacent angle is the interior angle, and these two angles are the linear pair on this extended line. So their sum would be 180 degrees. If we subtract angle A from 180 degree, then we get these interior angles as 180 minus A degrees. Similarly, we can find the rest of the interior angles of this hexagon. And we need to find the sum of all the exterior angles, that is, sum of angles A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. Let us find out the sum of all the interior angles of this hexagon. We have all these interior angles. So, adding them together, we get 180 minus A to 180 minus F degree, and we have 6 times 180 angle. We can group together all the angles of 180 degree and these exterior angles by taking minus sign as common. We get 180 times 6 minus sum of all the exterior angles. But we also know that sum of all the interior angles in a n-sided polygon is equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. We have already proved it in our previous lecture, named sum of interior angles in polygon. So, we have hexagon, hence n equal to 6. Then, putting here the value of n, we get that sum of all the interior angles in this polygon, which is equal to 6 minus 2 into 180, which is 4 into 180 degrees. Earlier, we got our sum as this expression. But this is also the sum of all the interior angles in a polygon. Hence, we can equate these two expressions. We get, transposing 180 into 6 on the RHS, we get 4 into 180 minus 6 into 180 degrees. We can take the 180 degrees common. So, in the bracket, we get 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. After multiplying it with 180, we get minus 360 degrees. From the LHS and RHS, we can cancel this minus sign. Hence, we get sum of all the exterior angles of the polygon as 360 degrees. We figure out by manipulating algebraically. Hence, proved that even for the higher number of sides, the sum of all the exterior angles of a polygon is always 360 degrees. We can also generalize this idea on an irregular pentagon using different method. There is one more simple method to do that. We have shown pentagons, all the sides with different color. Let us extend pentagon's sides. We have 5 exterior angles P, Q, R, S and T. We will redraw each angle. Let us draw angle P over here. The measurement is exactly same to the pentagon exterior angle. Now for the angle T, we will draw adjacent to angle P. To do so, you can make one parallel line here. So this angle over here would be corresponding angle. We know that if a transversal line crossed two parallel lines, so these angles at the intersection on the same side are known as corresponding angles and they would be equal to each other. So I can again redraw this here adjacent to angle P. To draw the angle S, you can draw a parallel line to this point adjacent to angle T here. Then again, this line can be transferred at the vertex of angle P. I can redraw this angle S over here. Similarly, angle R can be drawn on the common point of angle P by using multiple parallel lines and shifting them on its adjacent points, starting from by drawing angle R adjacent to angle S, then shifting it here at this vertex, and finally on the same point of angle P as shown here. I can also redraw this over here with all these angles, and the remaining angle Q can be redrawn here. And when you see it, draw in this way, as all angles going all the way around the circle. It may be clockwise or it could be counterclockwise, but it will going all the way around the circle. We purposefully drew it in this way. Sum of angles P plus Q plus R plus S plus T is always going to be 360 degrees. So again, sum of all the exterior angles in any regular or irregular convex polygon is always going to be 360 degrees. Thank you for watching this lecture, as we have proved that for any convex polygon, whether it is a regular or irregular polygon, the sum of all the exterior angles will always be equal to 360 degrees. In the next lecture, we will use this concept to solve the exercise 3.2 questions. If you liked our videos, please do consider it for subscribing our channel. Thank you. Take care. See you soon.